I'm playing a season on every FIFA game from FIFA 14 all the way to FIFA 23, and today it's time for FIFA 17. I asked in a poll and you answered. We're going to be starting at Leicester City to try and win another title, just like we did on FIFA 16. I think 2 in a row would be even better than a 5,000 to 1 title win. So why would I be excited to play as Leicester City again? Well, take a look at our team. It's so much better now. We've got all of their players from last season, Vardy, Mahrez, Drinkwater and Schmeichel, and they all got massively upgraded. Just like FIFA 16, the servers for FIFA 17 are fully dead, so there's actually no way of getting the even better version of the squad anymore from updates, but we'll take what we've got. Just like last year, we need to strengthen both our attack and our midfield. We'll re-sign Youri Tielemans, we've already got James Maddison, so that just leaves a new striker. Before we sign one, let's finally talk about which record we're going to be going for this season. This season, we're going to try and break the record for most goals in a calendar month. We'll need to beat Luis Suarez's 10 goals in December 2013. Preseason started, and before we could even get any signings in, we decided to play the first 2 matches anyway.
Hi there everybody, welcome to this pre-season tournament.
This game is so much better than FIFA 16. You can tell it's the first modern FIFA that uses the Frostbite engine. After pre-season ended, we managed to sign Kelechi Iheanacho, a player we've heard has 88 potential on FIFA 17, a full year ahead of when Leicester actually bought him. Anyway, pre-season is now over. Let's start our season with the Community Shield.
Hello everyone, welcome to the FA Community Shield. I'm Martin Tyler, and with me, I'm delighted to say, Alan Smith.
So while I know it's not the most glamorous competition on the game, we're going to try and win the Community Shield right here. It's probably a bit more exciting than watching me play in pre-season while I learn the controls. It seems like the AI also needs to learn the controls though, because they just passed it straight to me, Iheanacho across to Musa, and we were 1-0 up after just 8 minutes. I really enjoy FIFA 17, but the AI can be pretty stupid and also pretty overpowered, as we'll see throughout this video, depending on what mood it's in. You can also see players like Blind here keeping up with Jamie Vardy. There wasn't really a huge amount of pace difference on FIFA 17, but the gameplay is actually still really fun to play. I'm not too sure why, but Manchester United just constantly ran down the left side. I don't know if it's because Danny Simpson's our weak link in defence, but after 10 goes it finally worked and Blind would equalise for Manchester United. There's no extra time in the Community Shield, it's going to go straight to penalties, and that means it's a good chance for us to learn how to take a penalty and also a good chance for us to win the competition. I thought it was funny that Pogba would miss a penalty on his debut, and then we would go on, we would score 4 out of 5 and win the competition. That's 1 trophy down, and this year, I think we'll try and get the worst possible treble. How can Leicester City hope to get a treble, you might ask? Well, we're actually in 5 competitions, including the Community Shield and the League Cup, and we've already won 1 of these. We just need 2 more successes in one of these minor competitions to get this treble. But hey look, the Premier League now has the newer scoreboards, that means the season must be starting. Hull City isn't the most nostalgic Premier League game, but that's where we're starting our season with a pretty easy win. While I doubt many of you miss Hull City playing in the Premier League, 2 things you might miss are these random transfer demand shockers you could get in career mode, and also historic kits, like this Arsenal one right here. Why are these not new features that are going back into the game? I think they both add a lot of depth, and I really hope EA decides to re-add them. Even though we didn't decide to put Arsenal in their historic kits, Jamie Vardy did make them look like a historic team. He absolutely blitzed past them in this big game against a potential title rival. Arsene Wenger not looking very happy right there. There's something really cool about the finesse shots on FIFA 17. I mean, just look at that one. It just felt really satisfying to score. It looked good, it sounded good, and it felt good, and that's all that really matters on career mode. The thing about the AI though, they love passing it around and they're actually really good at it. You see right there, right back Mathieu Debuchy, if you remember him, but it didn't really even matter at all. We go on to win, and that's 2 wins in a row. We decided to have a look at some of the lone players that you could get back on FIFA 17. We saw Declan Rice, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Alexander Zinchenko right here is an attacking midfielder, not even a left back. Martin Odegaard, 17 years old, and Ashraf Hakimi doesn't even have a face. But we're not going to be using any of these young players because we have one of our own that we'll be using in this cup game against Luton Town. Good goal there to open the scoring from Musa, he cut inside, but it was time to give 53 rated Harvey Barnes his first minutes in a Leicester kit. He's a centre mid, he's got like 44 stamina, and guess what, we won't be even trying to play him a single more minute because he was absolutely dreadful and played just like a 53 overall player. We'll need all of our better players to be fit for this game against Olympique Lyon, which is going to be the first ever Leicester Champions League match. It's still not actually a licensed tournament on FIFA for a couple more seasons, I think, but we got off to a really good start. A rebounded goal there from Jamie Vardy, proving not only can he score in the Premier Premier League, but also the Champions League. We went on a really nice run and we'd actually qualified after just 4 games with 3 wins and 1 draw. We basically played our reserves for the other 2 games just to save some fitness, and we needed the reserves and the fitness because we also were playing in the EFL Cup. This was the winner against Everton that would get us through into the semi-finals, and we were also doing really well in the league, 3rd place, 5 points behind Manchester City. You remember that record we said we were going to try and break? That was 10 goals in 1 month, and this is the month we're going to try and do it in. This 89th minute winner was the first goal of the month against Sunderland. Jamie Vardy with a pretty easy finish to put us 1-0 up and get us the win. He would also put us ahead against Middlesbrough with another nice finesse finish into the corner. Nothing Victor Valdez can do about that one. He wasn't all just about goals, he was a good team player right here, giving Riyad Mahrez a nice one-on-one, and again a similar finish to what Vardy did. We'd go on to win this match as well. Next up was 3rd place against 1st place, where we were going to be playing against Man City. Going to be a tougher game, but again, another nice one-on-one and a good finish there from Jamie Vardy. That's really what he excels in. John Stones there proving that maybe he could be a midfield box-to-box player back in 2017. And I thought we'd really messed this whole situation up until the referee decided to give us a penalty. I wasn't too sure why, but I guess Zabaleta did really push over Vardy. He stepped up and got his 4th goal in 3 games, meaning he has to get 6 goals in the next 4 matches to tie the record. As this was the 3rd game in 6 days, we had a super tired squad. But it looked like Bournemouth did as well, because they were lazy defending there. Simon Francis hacking down Jamie Vardy and getting an early red card. For once, we actually made the most of an AI aggressive free kick. Mahrez would end up heading the ball in, pretty uncharacteristic, but we were happy with it. His 2nd goal of the month, and then Vardy was brought down yet again. Bournemouth, a very aggressive team for some reason, and that was another goal there for Jamie Vardy. He's closing in on this record, it's looking very much possible. Another goal from him there means he now has 6 goals from just 4 games, and this could be the hat-trick. Totally wasted there from Vardy. He could be on 7 goals and he could be basically at the record already. The FIFA 17 gods gave us yet another penalty, this time Glenn Johnson fouling Jamie Vardy, but Premier League legend Shay Given would just about keep it out. Vardy would get another chance, and there's nothing Given could do about that one. A proper FIFA 17 smashed home finish. This Stoke defence was actually really resilient. In these clips it might look like it was a super easy game, but they were so strong, they were surprisingly quick, and it was actually really tough, but we still did manage to get a hat-trick. So that was goals 7, 8 and 9, finished off with a nice dab there from Jamie Vardy, meaning we needed 1 goal to match the record from these 2 games against Everton and West Ham, or 2 to beat it. Of course, we kept on doing some nice overpowered training. We got Maddison up to like a 73 now. We don't need to train Jamie Vardy though. He's just gone and scored another goal. That's the record matching 10th goal. And he celebrates with the Daniel Sturridge. Honestly, I was trying to do the Luis Suarez celebration there, sort of as a tribute because we were matching his record, but I think I just pressed the wrong buttons, which is a bit unfortunate because that would have been pretty funny to watch. It's not just about the record though, we are still trying to win games. We managed to keep Everton out even though they were pushing on really hard at the end, and that meant this was all about Jamie Vardy. Could he get the goal? Could he break the record? A nice bit of play there with Iheanacho means that he would be 1-on-1 and he would score. That's 11 goals in these 7 games. That pushed us all the way up from 4th in the table to now being 1st by 4 points. That was an insane month. I think we won 6 games out of the 7 and drew the other one against Manchester City, and we also made it to the final of the EFL Cup. Jamie Vardy was the player to watch. We know the impact he's had in the league. Could he do the same in the League Cup? Well, he got through 1-on-1 after just 7 minutes, but he couldn't finish this one. I don't understand. Sometimes he's so lethal and sometimes he wastes such easy chances. There's something about Wembley that really makes Musa play super well. He scored in the Community Shield all the way back in our first game of the season, and now he scored in the EFL Cup final as well. We would go on to only face that one real attack from Norwich City. That means we had won the trophy and we'd now done the double, possibly the worst double you can do in English football, but we're still going to market it and celebrate that as doing the double with Leicester. Into the Champions League, we got a 1-1 draw in the round of 16 games against Napoli, meaning that we were playing the second leg at home. It wasn't a good start. Wes Morgan gave away a penalty. Schmeichel dived the right way, but Gabbiadini still found the net. There was a corner, and then there was this goal. I mean, that is absolutely insane. If you have a look, it did bounce off Mark Albrighton, and it was technically given as an own goal to him, but I'm still counting that as one of the best Champions League goals of all time, a volley straight from a corner. We'd get our way back into the game with a penalty right here, Damari Gray winning it. Vardy jogged up, and the goalkeeper guessed right, just like Schmeichel did, but our one didn't go in. That felt a little bit unfair. Anyway, we're now at the end of the season because not really too much else happened in the year. We got knocked out in the FA Cup in the 4th round. We already knew we were going to finish in 4th place by the last game of the season, so it didn't even matter that we lost it. The table looked a lot closer than it actually was. A lot of our players improved quite a lot of +4s, +1s, +2s on some of these lower rated players, and overall I really enjoyed our season playing FIFA 17. I'd say the next FIFA game that's actually better than FIFA 17 is probably FIFA 22, so we do have a long time until we get to that game. Anyway, make sure you vote on the poll that'll be on my community page very soon, recommending our next team, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more like this. Thank you and goodbye.